fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve.
Welcome back to Cruise with Steak. Group Steak here, coming at you live on Grimerica FM. It is Tuesday, April 14th. And it's going to be an amazing show tonight, guys. We have tons of news.
They want children, and they want blood, and they want sorrow, and they want pain, and they want...
That's all that they want. That is all that they want. Man.
I want nothing of those.
Coming in hot tonight.
Alex Jones, Jesus Christ!
Dude, I wish he was 10th Mike on Cruise with Steak. That'd be the best. 11th after Trump. We got joining us tonight. I'm using the classic, but he's
these
the
interdimensional psychic vampires.
That's me.
We got Mr. James Cruz, and we also Jesus Christ, this is already off flawlessly. We also got Jerry Cthulhu with us.
I want children and. I forgot the rest.
Oh, man. We also got...
I want
these
children.
interdimensional psychic vampires.
I'm an interdimensional psychic vampire.
We also got that guy.
The chair is against the mustache. John has a long door.
I don't understand. It's code. And we also have B.Strut.
Talking to his shoe friends.
It's abstract poetry from the 1700s.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's up, Bill?
Yes. Hey, love you guys.
Dude, if people could see the Zoom room right now, it's a beautiful thing.
It is. It's what we do.
Really is the best Zoom room I've ever seen.
We
And
also
by beautiful
got,
Zoom room, he means it's a
Zoom room.
Mongolian clusterfuck.
We're never gonna get
You
these.
look marvelous.
Never gonna get through these
Huge Zoom room.
introductions. This is the best. This is the best. Just gonna mute everybody, and nobody's getting introductions anymore. We're just gonna have a silent show for 2 hours. We also
2
got
hours of dead air.
Yes, dead air.
What the hell are we doing?
We got Flavortown.
I would remind you to call me Essential Employee Flavortown.
Oh yeah, that is true. It's so essential. Fuck, dude, it's great.
How
being
about
essential work.
essential flavor, town
Yeah.
employee?
Okay. And we also have Sir Felix Ortega.
Oh, hell yeah. Hamster dance, baby.
I formally request that we. Do you remember when the Black Eyed Peas re-recorded that alternate version of "Let's Get It Started"? Let's get retarded.
And we also got Mellowhorus here.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
Hey, happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy
Hey, dude.
Tuesday. And rounding it out, Suzanne. You're here.
Good evening.
Always at the end.
Good
Hell yeah.
evening.
We need like a...
Wait. Before I forget, because I will forget this, I formally
Yes, you will.
request that, just like the Black Eyed Peas recorded an alternate lyrics version of "Let's Get It Started."
So we should make one?
That Felix makes an alternate version of the theme song, right? Instead of "Buckle Up," make it "Pucker Up."
Pucker up.
What makes you think you didn't hear it wrong?
Let's get it.
I don't think it's your lips on your face.
Yeah, your anus.
So we got to rewrite the song. Let's get it
You
started.
guys probably have heard the story of me
Your stool
rewriting
hole.
it originally because I remember Grimsteak.
I do remember. There's a Riding with Steak that still exists.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of
Before
Cruises.
before James Cruz was all wrapped up into it. Before we rebranded.
No, we can't change it. We just need new lyrics.
You should play the Riding with Steak intro for this one.
Jeez.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
that's-
it was
that's
already
around there.
past.
Too late.
We're already
It's too late.
post
He's
intro.
started.
We're already post intro.
Going on.
He doesn't fucking edit. We already went over this a
Yeah,
million
come on.
times.
Let's just
I don't get into Q stuff, but the reality is,
yeah.
we the people woken up. There's been a total shift.
Hey,
He was supposed to out cue
Thank
like
you.
a
Yes.
week ago.
Did he?
What
Did
the
anybody
fuck happened
out
with
cue?
that?
Right
It's
into
tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
No, it was last
Tomorrow.
week.
Oh, was it?
Bullshit.
It's always
It was
tomorrow.
supposed to be
Was
last
it Tofango?
Wednesday. No,
It was
It was
Topanga.
Alex
It was
Jones.
Topanga.
Yeah.
He says he's Q.
Topanga.
Wait. Who's Q?
But it's political bullshit.
It is,
I
but
don't
who watched it?
Isn't it?
No, I don't think he did it.
No, because nothing ever happened.
No, of course he didn't do
Yeah,
it.
I haven't heard
no.
anything.
No, because it wasn't a whole thing that Joe Rogan was supposed to do it, and then Alex Jones was going to do it if Joe Rogan didn't
never
out him.
Yes,
I know
yes. Yes,
He knows it.
He knows it.
Double cross.
Yeah, it's pretty gay and stupid, that's for sure.
Cell phones to track you in live time to enforce social distancing.
And fake.
Oh my
Yeah.
I mean, David Icke, I'm pretty sure David Icke's getting people to burn down 5G towers in fucking
Yes.
UK and Italy right now, which is pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of whether or not you think the coronavirus is caused by 5G, that's pretty fucking badass. The people are just like,
Burning the towers
these 5G towers, fuck them. It's over.
I'm gonna
I wonder
end
if he's-
you.
I wonder if he's got a back channel payment source from one of the people that sells those 5G towers that they have to go out and replace them.
Maybe.
I think he's
George Webb ought to
totally.
know.
Or he's just selling insurance to the 5G tower companies, 5G tower
Yeah.
insurance. Meh,
These-
wouldn't want to see
these guys
anything
are
mess
deep
up your
state.
towers.
Oink insurance.
They're fucking deep state limited hangout deliverers.
It's a nice 5G tower you got there. It'd be a real shame if
real.
something would happen to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the worst part is
The
they don't
demons
know
want
it.
children, and they want blood, and they want sorrow, and they want pain, and they want bondage, and they want betrayal.
That's what they want, man.
No,
Tell
they
them.
don't. They don't want any of that shit. Demons are our
What do they want then?
energy.
It's
How did
real.
we become our OBDM? How did that happen?
I don't know, man. It just
James joined the
things
Zoom.
happen,
If
dude.
if they want energy, they're getting loads of it right now.
I just
with all
do what
this
I do,
fear.
man. If I'm
Totally.
feeling Alex Jonesy, if I'm feeling Trumpy, this is what happens.
Once you feel cocky,
Yeah. Feel cocky all day.
Wapashi.
It's not for Zoom.
when I was a kid, my
Wapashi.
parents called shit cocky for some reason.
Oh, I can't stand
Caca.
that.
So, no, cocky.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay. I don't
there's
like
this-
the word caca.
oh, I heard a good joke.
He says, squirrel.
It's just
Demons
Spanish
want
for poop.
children. It's real.
What's the worst thing about being an egg?
Oh,
I don't know.
shit. I forget.
You
what-
only get laid once, and it's by your mom.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
And they just rub blood all over themselves and just flop around like.
Jesus fucking Christ. Where's this show going, people? We need to land on a topic or
It's in the
something.
gutters. We
think I just threw
need
up in my
gutter
mouth a little bit.
rails.
I'm going to say one more thing. I'm going to go back to my game.
Okay.
That new Secret Door podcast came out.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Did it?
Yeah, I put the link in.
I
Shut
don't know
up.
what that is.
There's a
Oh, you
part
got his
in it-
ass.
There's a
You
part
got his
in it
ass,
where
Suzanne.
I'm talking about the Cheyenne Mountain and how the continuity government's moving troops and shit in there, and
Mhm.
how I'd heard that the CIA was moving some select individuals in there as well. And then I couldn't find the article. It's because it was a YouTube video on the CIA's web YouTube channel that they
It's
removed.
real.
So they're putting troops into the shine. Wait, what's going on?
So about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the government moved like a million. I thought it was a million. It's probably not that many. A bunch of troops into the Cheyenne Mountain underground facility
Okay.
as contingency.
I remember you talking about that.
OD
Yeah.
government thing, yeah.
And that you can Google that. I had also heard about the CIA trimming some staff and moving some essential people in there as well. And I couldn't remember where I thought I'd read it, but it was actually on a YouTube, on the CIA's YouTube channel, where they made a press conference at a press conference. But they've since taken that video down,
Mm.
so I couldn't find it. I apologize.
Sounds like fuckery.
Why would the CIA put a
Yeah.
video like that up and then take it down unless
Yeah.
they were just doing some shady ass shit?
Well,
Why do you
they
think
are
the
the
CIA
business
does
of
anything?
yes, they're the business of shady.
Oh,
ass
no,
No,
shit.
it's really a
Yes.
CIA channel.
Yeah, there is.
For real,
tight.
for real.
For real.
Yeah.
Well, they're always tweeting. They're always on that Twitter. Yeah,
The
Because I know it.
CIA.
yeah.
The
CIA.
Obama administration
Twitter?
made all the big agencies get social media presences.
It's a technocracy. All those technocrats.
Mhm. It's mind control.
Dude, just because we're gonna get chips, they're gonna put chips in us. Bill Gates.
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna,
we got it.
Bill Gates is gonna put chips.
Identities.
Yes.
It's so they can reduce the
Yeah.
government down to just basically the president, his cabinet, and then all the social media posters for each government, for each branch.
I'd be okay with chips as long as we get guacamole too.
Yes.
I know, seriously.
Because
with
fuck salsa.
orange juice.
Well, I actually do like
Queso.
salsa.
Only if it's got a real
Queso.
cilantro. If the cilantro is overpowering in the salsa, that's what I love.
I love cilantro.
Me too.
Fuck
I
yeah.
would eat handful. I have eaten.
Salsa talk.
Salsa talk.
Guac talk. I like a little extra lime in my guac.
Look at the
if we're gonna
skill
talk guac here.
that we demonstrated in the segue between whatever the fuck we were talking about before the salsa to the salsa.
I'm gonna open up a
We're just
avocado toast restaurant.
Just do a stand.
Yum.
You could do like a bike.
Wait, what's avocado
trailer.
toast?
Yeah.
Is
You
it
do
like
avocado toast
Instagram?
delivery.
It's
Just
toast
like
with avocado
Instagram.
on it.
It's exactly like Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like a nice Instagram.
All the celebrities love it, I heard.
I've been doing. I've been
real red wagon.
I've been doing
bogus.
celery juicing in the morning.
How's that working out for you?
Pretty gross.
Sorry.
I wasn't
juice is
sure.
I don't
wasn't
like
sure if that was a
celery.
setup with a punchline or not, so I decided to give it to you,
suck.
just in case. Yeah, the
Celery
sick
juice,
punchline ready to go.
celery on steroids, or
It's turning him into a stalker.
oh,
Exactly. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I need.
That's
never
why I'm
mind,
not a
Dual Mac.
comedian.
Forget I said anything. Forget I said anything, Dual Mac. It sucks in here. Save yourself. It's too late for me.
Is it
I've
Clown
got
World?
a,
Is it Clown World?
It's so clown world.
Do you see that? Do you see that? There's some kind of White House leaked a plan to reopen the American economy.
Oh, they
The
leaked
White
it?
House
I
leaked
didn't see
it?
that.
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
don't know.
leaks. White House leaks.
No, it was a Washington. No, it was a Washington Post released a quote leaked report.
Yeah.
That's
Sources.
a guide for local. Yeah, so they're talking about this. So it's a 3-phase plan.
I love phases.
Oh,
Give them all to me. Give me those
phases are the
phases.
best. So
Yeah.
the first phase is focusing on schools, daycares, and places where children are cared for.
Okay.
So that's going to be that, and then the process will probably take longer than 30 days. And
These would be white line guidelines or recommendations. They're not mandated rules. They can't mandate this to the state.
Yeah.
No,
each-
of course
each
not.
state-
Of
Dude,
course,
he's got
well, that's
total
what they're
authority,
talking
man.
about in this article. Is
Yeah.
they're saying that it's gonna depend on the state. So some states that have hardly been affected will probably be able to pretty much just like go right back to normal or almost normal pretty
Everyone
quickly.
Can. Everyone
Some states
can.
are.
I know
New
everyone.
normal.
I know everyone can. That's not my point. There's gonna be places, regardless of whether or not it's a real thing, that they're going to take much fucking longer.
Yeah.
New York,
Yeah.
California,
Yeah. There's
Florida.
They're talking about. Gavin said check back in 2 weeks.
Oh, they're
about
just going to
opening
tell
up.
you how long it's going to take until they open back up in 2 weeks, I think, for a lot of
Yeah, I
these
think so,
places.
too.
Yeah, it's going to happen sooner rather than later because
I think so too.
because the lawsuits are starting to be filed.
Yes,
Hmm.
which we all
Who are
knew
you
they
going to
would.
sue?
Right. All,
You're going to sue the federal government.
all of these rules and restrictions that have been put in place
Yeah.
are
Seems like a lot of this is
complete-
state
Like
government.
constitutional.
It doesn't matter. It's unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of their rules, except
There's going to be tons
the
of
mask.
lawsuits.
Even the mask.
I just
You
want to know
can't make
how much
someone wear a
law,
mask.
how much law fuckery that they have written in there for emergency powers or
It
emergency
doesn't
acts.
matter.
Voting
But,
time
but-
bill.
I mean,
wait. The Constitution trumps law. Okay.
yes, we've seen.
So it doesn't
I mean,
matter what.
obviously, the Constitution, it's such a solid piece of work that's never been walked all over, and it's been respected totally, Jerry.
It's never been challenged like this.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I don't see it happening. The Constitution's a fucking joke. And that's a goddamn shame. Like they're
It doesn't mean that people can't sue.
You're
People can
doing
sue
nothing
for
for us right
whatever.
they could sue, but they're not gonna win. It's gonna be a waste of
No,
money.
it just. But there's going to be.
Look, everything that's happened that's unconstitutional, except like probably DOD shit,
The only way
you
to fix this.
You can file suit against the government and you will win because it's unconstitutional, but no one ever does.
You can't do anything in a court of law. We have to go to the Capitol buildings and we have to burn them to the ground. That is the only way to do this.
With our pitchforks.
Just what? Who cares?
In Minecraft, right? In Minecraft,
they're all closed.
We just need AI judges
in Minecraft. You're right, that guy. You're right.
We need AI judges.
Yeah, just have those like hologram judge, like sitting there or something.
Yeah, dude. This is just
like in the movie Time Cop.
No, remember how they do the Tupac hologram and all that?
Yeah, I'm just really I'm losing a lot
Zoom courtroom.
I'm seeing that they're doing protests in Ohio, James. What's up with that?
I did not see that. I saw in the chat they were talking about it, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Because the government can't stop it legally. You have the right to assemble. You have the right to protest by the Constitution. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're getting away with it.
Ass to jail.
They can't.
They are.
Then they open themselves up to a huge lawsuit.
Right.
See, this is the trick. I mean, not the trick, but the catch.
How's anybody gonna? How are they gonna sue them if you can't even go to court because you can't go? Dude, it's
there are dozens, if not hundreds, of pro bono law firms that will take the case for free.
Oh, Jerry, you're so hopeful in the rule of law and order, and thinking that we actually have
just
a chance
wait.
as
There's
citizens.
people are gonna be getting alerts on their phone for fucking class action lawsuits.
Yeah.
That's true.
Imagine if there was a nationwide class action lawsuit against government, we could bankrupt it. Awesome.
That would be awesome.
They would just print the money, but
it's yeah.
But now we did forget that Trump basically incorporated the Fed into the Treasury, didn't he? With his
Kind
happened with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something tells me that the Fed probably has even more power now.
The Treasury is like in control of these. What are they called? Something vehicles, special purpose vehicles. Like the Treasury is in control of the, like they create them, and the Fed just essentially finances them. But I don't know if that's like explicitly, like, like in the sense that like the federal government is in charge of the special purpose vehicles, not the Fed, but the Fed is printing the money for it. So the Fed's not just deciding to print the money for these things. It's basically the Fed or the Treasury telling the Fed, this is what you're going to do and we're going to handle it.
So
and
they're running the
Fed.
So somebody else can be complicit.
Well, and like in BlackRock is the one that's doing the
they're not shady.
No, they're handling like the actual like account management. Yeah.
Did you say BlackRock is doing that?
Yeah, he did.
Laundering. Yeah.
So BlackRock was the people that were moving money around in the EU for that money laundering thing.
No.
What, the
Really?
Biden thing?
Yeah.
In the federal government?
Yes, the Biden thing.
What?
Yeah, BlackRock,
No.
BlackRock and grants to foreign governments go hand in hand.
No way. They
Not
would never do
everything
that
is a
fast.
conspiracy, you guys. It's just a coincidence.
You're absolutely right, but
That's right. It's a coincidence.
You know, when you said special purpose vehicles, I just had this flash of Nathan from The Jerk. I got a special purpose. If you've never seen that movie, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's okay.
He was born a poor black child and grew up in this black, like Mississippi family, poor as shit. Worked in a carnival, and his dad told him that his dick was called that's a special purpose, pointing to his dick. You know, you'll have a use for it someday, one day when, and you'll know because it's special. It's just a joke that runs through the whole movie. It's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I got a special penis vehicle for you.
I'll shut up now.
You totally had to be there.
Jerry.
The good part is that you can.
Because people have seen that movie.
He hates those cans. Stay away from those cans.
I still to this day stay away from the oil stacked by the gas pump.
Me too.
Yes.
I never fill up when they're filling up the big
So
tank.
if you've never seen the movie, the bumbling, it's a rags to riches story. So he starts as a carnival worker and becomes super rich, but he's got some guy trying to kill him throughout a good portion of the movie and keeps missing. It's funny.
common run-of-the-mill house bastard.
Try and watch it if you have never seen it, because
it's pretty funny.
Put on a good buzz before you do, but definitely,
Yes,
it's
gotta have a
hilarious.
good buzz
it's much better. Yeah, it's much better with the buzz.
Yeah,
Buzz up.
Steve would approve.
Man.
There's going to be a
Comic?
meeting. There's going to be a meeting with the CEOs of Apple, Bank of America, Google, Goldman Sachs, Honeywell, J.P. Morgan Chase, Lockheed Martin, and McDonald's to discuss the
They're
reopening
fired.
of the economy.
Why?
all the people
As
that
you
are
know.
fucking us.
Yeah, as you know, those are the only things in the United States. So obviously, they're the ones that need to decide how all this is all this reopening is gonna go down.
Everyone should boycott every one of
Burger
those
King's
companies.
never gonna open again. Burger King shut down for good. McDonald's
they're
will
open.
leverage
Still
that.
open, dude.
They're all
That
open.
is
They're essential.
But
All of those companies
until
are
this.
open.
Until this, Burger King will be
essential
shut
king.
down. Essential King.
Get her done.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this task force. We'll just have like Ivanka and Jared on there. I saw
No,
there's.
they're not on it.
Oh, they got booted off.
What task force?
It changed.
The
reopening task force.
Yeah, that first picture. It was awesome.
They were in it, but they're not in it. They were in the
fucking
picture,
task
but they're
force.
not in the task.
All we need is task force and phases. That's all I
Dude,
want in
we
my
should
life.
make our
And
own task force.
yes, just give me, just keep printing
Who
money.
wants to be on a task force?
God,
We
this is
are.
a
We're
task
the
force.
Cruising with Steak Task Force.
I don't know what
There
we're
you
tasked
go.
with or what we're forcing
Steak
garbage.
force.
I'd rather be a forced task.
Oh God.
That doesn't sound pleasant either, though.
It depends on the task.
Yeah, it depends upon.
Well, if you are the task,
Well, some of us have those that are tasks.
Task mistress.
So yeah, I think what's gonna
Yes.
happen is some places are gonna go back to normal, probably in May. Like a lot of the place, I mean, let's be honest.
places that don't have
Really,
people that shit on the
rural areas of the United States have not changed in any way, shape, or form.
100%.
And
don't
just
think-
for the record, the farmers are still farming. There's
Yeah.
a ton of shit planted.
No, they're
People,
draining their milk down the drains. They're
Oh
throwing
my
meat away. Oh my
God.
God.
Yeah.
it's fucking
Fear.
insanity. There was a nurse on, I don't know, some show, and she was sitting there saying that, oh, nobody's planting anything. We're going to run out of food. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's only because these insane people that live in cities project their own lives onto other people
don't
and are
know
like,
where food
surely
comes
if I'm
from."
cowering in fear in my apartment,
Every
everyone
single
else
other
must
person is.
be.
A
Yeah.
dude on a
Exactly.
300-acre farm is just
this
sitting in his
yeah.
farmhouse.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not doing any
Yes.
around the farm chores. They just all stopped and they're at home watching fucking Tiger King. Like,
Yeah.
shut the
6
fuck
feet,
up.
6 feet away from each other.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
social
distancing.
distancing. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I went this
This is a
morning.
problem.
I went to a. It's a fresh market, which is like a super high end grocery store. That's just bullshit.
Just a wet market. You're just getting bats.
Yeah,
and
it's just
fucking
a wet
armadillos.
market. Yeah, they sell avocado toast and bats.
Bat soup.
Reselling monkeys from the biotech lab down the road.
Yeah,
Only the brains.
and
There you go.
they I noticed the other day they were making all of their employees wear masks, and so
Yep.
which I thought was stupid, but that's neither here nor there. So then today I walked by there, and I mean this is a small ass high end grocery store. It doesn't really get that many people buying shit, and they've got a person standing up front all day counting people in and out. I don't so trying to limit people going in, but then I found out today, in order to shop there,
You
they
have
are
to wear a
making
mask.
you wear a fucking mask.
That's what it is at our Nugget.
That's
Yep.
insane.
You have to. They are
You have to
turning
wear a
people
mask.
away.
They won't let you in. Well,
unless
they have
you-
masks though for people.
No, these people didn't. They
Oh, okay.
they had no masks to offer anyone.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
the
Our
masks
stores
people
are
are
insane.
apparently.
that one
This
there.
I
is
didn't
the
go in
mask
there.
I'm wearing.
I didn't go in there, but my boss did, and he said that,
Oh, it's a crocheted Cthulhu mask.
he said that he just saw a woman walking
Sweet.
around with a mask just kind of slung around her neck. It wasn't even they were just, I mean, obviously they were being lackadaisical about it to begin with, because that is not, they're a corporately owned entity. Matter of fact, the current CEO of Fresh Market just started like in March. Like which is a really weird time. Like you think about all those CEOs that stepped down.
Yeah.
That motherfucker dropped the fuck out before that shit hit the fan, and this new guy is some like Harvard educated
Oh yeah, the Harvard
CEO.
guys. It says we're going to be closed till fucking 2022. Oh yeah, shit like that. Jeez.
You know, the funny thing is those are the fuckers that got us into this situation.
100%. Yes.
Oh, this is the new. This is
Hang
the new
the scientists. I'm anti-science.
Sue science.
This is the new religion. This is the new religion. Like these people, these doctors are priests. Like you have.
They totally ignored them today.
Well, you have masks, so it's similar to like a burqa or a yarmulke. I mean, how different is
the
it
white
from
coat
wearing
is
a
robes
mask over your face and your mouth?
If you think about it, the science of medicine was mixed with magic and whatnot. It was alchemy. And then the church came along and split off the magic into their stuff, and
yeah, they use it but tell you not to.
Those wizards became doctors.
Yeah, but now it's just a bunch of fuck boys that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No, they're just making graphs and charts. Those are the new prophecies.
Here's the thing that nobody seems to take into account, that almost every model that they've put out has been wrong. And everything they've said that's going to happen hasn't happened.
No, it's not that the model's wrong. It's just that every time they get new data, it changes the model, so they can always change it and say they're right, because they say as long as they have the right data.
They should have taken that into account for the model, though.
That's how they spin it. That's how they spin it.
That's how they spin it.
Let me finish.
Go ahead, Jerry.
The people don't make, that's the cognitive dissonance that's going on with these fucking with the masses. They even though the data is wrong and they never really tell you the truth, that because they don't know it. Right? That people just blindly believe it, and then they shame you for not believing it.
Right.
That's absolutely true. And the piece that people in general don't get is that there's two pieces to the model. There's the model of how the data flows through it, and then there's the data that you put into it. And the model could be right on, but if they're lying to the algorithm in the first place, it's going to come out with some shit that doesn't match up with what's happening.
To your point,
and boom goes the dynamite.
The original models and the current models today that the CDC is using takes into account, and always has taken into account, social distancing.
That is true.
So, it's like.
But if you're lying if you're lying about the current state of the number of infections and the number of deaths and what's causing them, I mean, those are all inputs to this.
I don't know if they're lying so much as misrepresenting.
Okay, well, so Steve said that he heard today that there was a bunch of nurses talking, and somebody works with his wife as a nurse.
Was it on TikTok?
They were all talking. No, it was just private.
I'm kidding.
There was a 5-year-old that died from drowning, but tested positive for COVID. For corona. They put the death was put as
COVID-19 death.
COVID-19, even though the kid drowned.
Because if you test positive for corona and die in a hospital, the CDC's current guidelines recommend that you put presumed COVID-19.
Yes.
As the number one cause.
So now so they were talking about how that's going to freak out all these moms, all these parents are going to be freaked out. And,
Yep.
And how it's just bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. The kid died of drowning.
Yep. Yeah. Haven't you seen all the memes where people are like crashed?
Yes.
It was hit by a bus, died of COVID-19.
Died of COVID.
Fucking crazy, man.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, then you take it a step further. It's like where these people, you have the religious garb, and then you have people just having absolute blind faith. Like it's just literally nothing but faith.
Yes,
like
science is facts. It's peer reviewed.
They've built up this like image for so long in media of science being
there you go.
just the most intelligent logical thing, and not to say that a lot of it isn't, and it can be.
Dude, science is great.
You know,
science and technology has definitely improved our lives. That's why we're doing this. It's amazing. But it's also
and so they're riding this whole thing rides off the coattails that like there's some, that this is ultimately a good thing, and that not only should you support it, but you should take it a step farther and do no research or critical thinking of your own, and just let these people tell you how this shit works. Because that's how we got into this mess, is people have basically convinced themselves that there's this invisible threat, which again is like anything else in religion. There's an invisible threat. People say, well, haven't we seen microscopes of viruses? And that's the same thing as like, imagine you're a person 500 years ago who doesn't know how to read, going into church and like looking at a stained glass window and like asking a priest asking someone what it is. Like, they're going to tell you what the story is, but you don't know anything about it. You're just seeing images and somebody's explaining it to you. It's the same way as like, do you really understand what a picture of a virus is? Or do you need to trust someone to tell you that that's what it is and that's what's going on? How do you know what you know? How do you know what these people know? And when you get down to it, it ends up being, on a lot shakier ground than most people imagine.
Based on unproven theories.
Yeah, it's
right.
Like the theory, like germ theory. That's just a theory.
I mean, that's the whole basis of growing up and going to school, dude. You learn about a bunch of different things, and then you're not going to do all these things.
You learn about
all these
through an
different
indoctrinated
things. So
system.
you trust maybe what you're learning, but because you're experiencing what you're doing at that point in time in that particular project. And the project changes all the time. We maybe even as you get older, obviously work changes, different jobs, but forming, and then that becomes the whole forming your own reality thing, right? You can do anything you want in life if you work. Then it comes into how you were raised and how you're brought up, and it's like so many layers to it all. Like
layers and layers and layers.
Yeah.
And so many people have, and then you get into the whole idea that the media has also been pushing this idea onto us for so long. Just the idea of like, the apocalypse, or, the zombie apocalypse, or things like contagion and things like, bioweapons, and like and it's kind of almost like
if anything, I think it'll just make people double take at each other, right? Like, it's weird. Like, people probably go right back to spending, which we all would want. The masses will, right?
Oh,
they'll go right back into their normal life, like nothing happened, basically. Because then
I don't know. A lot of people still don't have jobs.
That's the weird part. That's the weird, crazy level. Yeah, like they'll open everything up except the things that like people do together. the restaurants, the sports, but go to work. Oh, and for sure go to church because they need your money too. So these mass gatherings, right? They're gonna ban everything but I guarantee they'd open up churches, right? Because they watch kids and stuff, right? Like, so.
Well, no, they can't open up churches because they can't close churches.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's true. Yeah. So what, they're voluntarily doing what they're doing now?
Well, the church is a building, right? I mean, it's
It's the Lord's house.
Yeah.
And I would
actually,
think
a church
by
is
now,
not. What I meant to say was a church.
They
is
were
not
closed
a
for Easter behind me, and that's a Catholic church. I mean, I was surprised I thought they would just like be like, we're open. It's one of the largest Catholic parishes around here.
There's another part of that too. That religion is this canceled Easter. This overrode Easter this year. So
I saw all the people's signs in their front yards.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
but it doesn't. And
Easter isn't canceled here. Right in the front yard. Yeah, all over the place.
They may not think Easter was canceled, but Easter was replaced by this.
What? You can't pray in your own house, dude? Are you?
They tried to, but the whole point the whole point of Easter is that it's not ever too late to come back.
It will be open tomorrow.
I'm totally not joking about this. That's the whole point of Easter. The whole point of Easter is the idea that no matter what's happened, it's whatever, it's never too late to come back.
Let's resurrect this conversation.
So, how about that local sports team?
Holy shit! What did Mellowhorus just put in the chats?
That's like some forwards. Is that a forward from Grandma?
Dude, that's it.
That is a forward from my dad.
Hell yeah!
All that
man.
text, I didn't read any of it
in the chat right now.
It's pretty woke, but
dude, that
I
is
don't
so woke.
get on with it.
Did you hear that? Baseball's coming back, and they're going to play in like 2 stadiums. They're still going to play each other, but nobody can watch.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It would be
That's
interesting.
crazy.
It would be interesting if they did baseball so that one team was in one stadium and another team was in the other stadium.
Like virtual. Yeah.
Yeah, and so wherever you throw the ball, that's where they have to set up a tee and then hit it from, and then wherever the ball lands, that's where you got to go.
Oh my gosh, that'd be the worst thing. Baseball is slow enough.
It could totally work.
Can I just say? I just want to interject here for a second to this disgusting copy pasta. I want to know why people think Jesus Christ was born during a census. What is this?
Dude, you know,
why was this thrown
Hey man, I
away?
followed the census the other day.
Those old sentences. Dude, imagine thinking any of this is even real.
I mean, was Jesus Christ born during a American census?
Dude, totally. And then
an American one?
Did he send it just to you?
Dude, and it was racist because Trump didn't fucking he made it internet only, and they didn't have internet to log on and sign up for it.
Yeah.
It only makes common sense.
I want to know, was this
born...
a mass mailing or was it just to you?
Oh,
I got something in the mail. But
you got this copy pasta in the mail?
You copy pasta in the mail?
Census. Yeah. I did get a Jehovah's Witness book in my mailbox once.
Oh yeah, Bill.
What are the Jehovah's doing?
Witness.
Wait a minute, the Jehovah's Witnesses phoned it in?
Yeah, dude,
Come
they're putting
on.
stuff. Yeah, they're not knocking.
They don't visit me anymore.
I also got a flyer for the KKK.
Oh man,
too,
could you imagine being the poor Jehovah's Witness that visits Jerry Cthulhu?
Bill,
come in.
Come on in, man. Oh yeah, you guys want some water?
I'm going to tell you all about chaos magic, motherfucker.
Bill, did you just say, Bill, you said something about you got something from the KKK? Because I think that's interesting how the Klan is still pretty alive and well in Indiana. Like, it's still, it's still very around. It's kind of weird.
I hate Indiana Nazis.
This was last year, and they went around and they had this flyer in a baggie, like it's a baggie.
Yeah,
and they had
stuff.
a rock in each bag, and so they put this bag in this, like, on everybody's doorstep, their front door, and they did this in certain neighborhoods throughout the city. It was a big thing. Everybody was so pissed at it.
People do it here, but it's usually like lawn cutting services who would do that shit. It's
not in Indiana.
It's a weird broke shit trying to advertise.
Yeah, so for the people that are listening and are not part of the Discord, I'm just going to say you're totally missing out. I'm going to say something and you guys aren't going to get it, but everybody else is. Tim Steak, you are going to smoke a turd in purgatory for that joke.
Because I know it.
God, that guy, that was just, that was amazing. I want to soundbite that entire little monologue there. You're the king.
I'll do it and put it up as a bonus video on my channel.
Hey, speaking of bonuses, you guys, patreon.com/cruisingwithsteak. It is rocking over there. We got two more patrons this last week.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
So shout out to Mike,
the double digits
the
now?
legend. Oh, no, we're not. Yeah, we're in double digits, man. We got. We need 6 more for me to start posting porno. I mean, it's going to start happening.
I know it.
I mean, once we hit that mark.
And you seriously, if you haven't seen any of Grimm's porno, it's important. You really absolutely have to see it. He's hung like a field mouse. I'm telling you.
Field, yes.
These interdimensional psychic vampires.
It's got a piece on him.
I got an email from YouTube.
Check that out.
I got an email from YouTube today that we're allowed to get channel memberships now.
Oh yeah.
Channel. What does that mean? Like,
it's basically YouTube stealing Patreon's business away from them.
Channel membership. So
yes,
like
you can become a member of a channel.
Oh, so you like Cruising was taken to be like HBO, and people like pay to be a member of it.
But I thought the perks of that was so like they wouldn't have to listen to ads. Like there are no ads.
No. That's YouTube Premium. Different thing.
Oh, okay.
This is like adding a Patreon function where you can create perks that people who subscribe to your channel can subscribe for money to your channel.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sucks like YouTube's so gay.
You can upload private videos to, only certain members with certain perks can see. It's all,
it's way better than YouTube, Grimerica FM. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Here we
are. I know it.
I don't know what
because I could say 5G sucks. 5G is going to kill you. 5G's the devil. We're all going to die.
Cell phones to track you in live time to enforce social distancing.
COVID-19. Yeah. COVID-19 is a hoax. I could say all these things, and we will never get pulled off the air. I could say it all.
That's gonna be my gangster name is 5G.
5G. China flu. Wu flus. We can say whatever we want.
Flu Manchu.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't exist, folks.
The Wuhan virus.
Oh man, I don't know. The newest Shonen Dump, the Junie Tyson, that was probably the perfect episode. I just want to say that.
I might have to check that out.
So, thanks for anybody who listened to that. Okay, Shonen Dump's getting its own RSS feed. Shonen Dump has its own RSS feed. It's been submitted to iTunes.
Children and they
Oops.
So it's been submitted to iTunes. So within the next few days, although there's another Shonen Dump podcast out there, but they only did like 12 episodes or some shit, and it was in like a couple years ago or a year ago.
Crush.
And dude, their logo's just a big turd emoji, so it's shit. Ours is all nice and James crucified. Like, come on.
Yeah, I made one real quick, but we'll have some fun with all this stuff for sure.
Yeah, we got stuff. There's artwork coming. Hell yeah. Egg demonstrations, it's all happening.
Yep.
Egg demonstrations?
Interesting. We had a great conversation about eggs.
I will say this. I checked my eggs when I was at the grocery store last
How about that? Yeah.
Because you're a smart man now.
I did too. I told my wife about that story.
Why would you not check your eggs before you buy them?
Why would you not
pop
check
that
your
carton
eggs?
open and you look at it.
It's important to check your eggs.
Some of us aren't egg experts over here.
I don't get
just check to see if they're not cracked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, no, the story came up. I'm going to repeat it because this was on Shonen Dump. It happened because this dude came up to me at work and he's like, hey, a bunch of your eggs only have like 11 eggs in there. They're all missing an egg. And I was like, what? I go over there and dude, it was like a whole case. Like they were just shy
People are
of
stealing one egg.
That's what I thought. I was thinking like some dude just walked out with pockets full of eggs. Totally. He made up.
Imagine if he fell down.
Dude, I've seen things. Dude, people steal food all the time. Like it's just,
so what happened?
Just meat stuffed in their pants. You can't do anything until they walk out of the store. But yeah, dude, you could do like you could do that. You could put anything in your pockets and just walk around the store.
You get outside.
Yeah, dude, you can't. They cannot confront you until you are outside of that door. So that's a little tip to anybody shoplifting.
I've had people come after me after in the parking lot and be like, "Where'd you put that stuff?" I'm like,
"Yeah, dude, they always come after you." Dude, I had some store managers that would just get off on that. They would wait for the dudes to run outside and they would just book at them like they didn't even care. They were just stupid, Like,
man, you gotta play the shoplifters ad.
The best is the Datelines where they're like they buy a tarp and then they buy this and they buy that at like a Walmart. It's all on video.
Mellowhorus, you got a story. I know you got a story.
Wait,
let's hear it.
Let me just say something really quick.
Yeah.
The reason Lady Oboshi's eggs have never been cracked is because she never expects them to be cracked.
Damn.
Okay, intentions.
Get it? That's right.
Those intentions.
Now that I started to check my eggs, I'm gonna get broken eggs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah.
Okay, so
egg intentions.
That's why I go straight to the factory. We've got chickens in the backyard. So,
I call bullshit because I always check and I've never found a broken egg.
All right, Mellowhorus, take the stage, buddy. You got this. Speak into that mic loud and clear and give me your story.
When I was 13, I was at a grocery store and I tried to steal a box of condoms, and a store clerk Yeah, so I went into the candy aisle and I tried to unbox them by sticking my hands inside where like the candy was sitting. I was trying to unbox them, and like as soon as I got them out of the box, I heard a voice behind me go, "Excuse me, young man." And this fucking store clerk is like, what do you got there? And I was like, I just like turned around and held what was in my hands, just the box of the condoms, and some condoms that were outside of the box, still in the wrapper. And he was like, "Well, where's your mother?" And my mom was already waiting in line, and she was checking out stuff. And we like got there, and he told me to just leave the box there and everything just in the candy aisle. So like later there was probably some like family with their kids, and they
Candy
just
and
see
condoms.
the condom box sitting there. And I fucking thought about that as we were going to go to see my mom, as I was panicking, because my mom was like super religious, and when she caught me looking at porn the first time when I was like 12 or something, she flipped out and started crying, and then terrible about it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So we get to the checkout aisle, and my mom knows that I just got in trouble because the guy like walked me up there by himself, and he was like, "Do you have something to tell your mom?" And I was like, "I tried to steal a box of candy." And he looked at me like what? Like, you sure about that? And like, I looked at him like, "Yeah, I'm sure. Like, don't bust me for this." And he goes, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Oh, well, all you had to do was just tell me you wanted a box, the box of candy. Here, do you want this? Do you want this one?" And grabbed a candy bar.
This makes me so happy.
Grabbed a candy bar. And she was like, "Do you want this one?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want that one." And then the guy just like put his arms up and crossed them and just like was like, "All right, you guys have a good day." And I'm like,
wow. Mom, this gum tastes funny, but it sure lasts a long time.
Oh, because the condoms chewing it like gum.
Mothers never want to think about that crap with their kids.
No, they don't.
That's like the last thing.
Yeah, you really, they're the only authority on this right now, Suzanne. I mean, really.
Okay, so I haven't seen any of my son's penises since they were like 5.
Right.
And I do not want to see them. I don't want to know if they're big or if they're small. Do not tell me. But my oldest told me that he had a huge penis.
We're jumping off the rails, guys.
Yeah, we are jumping off the rails. And I'm like, shut up!
CWS is
comparing our children's dicks. I don't know what's going on.
I don't want to know this. Because he was having trouble with his wife. So
you can forget about television for that
shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, yeah, mothers don't want to know.
Hell yeah.
I told her about it
my kids.
probably like a couple of years back, and she thought it was funny. But she was like, "You're disgusting." She said, "You were trying to have sex when you were 13? What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "I wanted to be safe about it if it would happen." And
That's true. You're just being good. And then you had the thought of thinking like, "Oh man, some kid's gonna find that condom." You're a good person.
I know.
You're just pure and
really
innocent.
good
You're a good guy, Mellowhorus.
Totally.
Just God, you're like a shonen protagonist. Just the best boy.
The best boy.
Yeah.
I had a recent vacation where I found one. That was interesting.
You found some
best
condoms?
boy or a condom?
You found a condom?
A used condom.
It was used
under a bed. Yeah, at a hotel.
Under a bed.
Yeah, and like it's just one of them misses, that the people, and then like you look, I'm like, oh, because one of my kids like hit a ball or something. I go to pick it up, I'm look down, I'm like, oh man, I go over and get my wife, I'm like, give a gander down there. And she's like, what the
Can
fuck?
you get it?
Oh yeah. We split right out of that room. Plus down on that wing was like where all the animals were, so that room just smelled like wet dog, and it had a rubber under the bed.
Wait a minute. It smelled like a wet dog and it had a rubber on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to know what was happening in there.
Yeah, and so then we went down to the West Wing, West Side. West Side was better.
What hotel was this?
Oh man, it was probably like a Clarion or something. It was
Oh,
something.
well,
It was a
shit.
little more basic one. I think it was getting close towards. We were on the way to. I want to say. We're at Maryland. What's that beach area there? Like
Ocean City.
Ocean City. Yeah, like those. We checked that out for like a weekend. Yeah, because we went to DC the one year, and then we went to Ocean City. I remember going to that place and we're like, what the fuck?
DC is a great place to visit.
DC was fun, dude, with the kids and shit, man. Riding all the subways and stuff. And when you're not with the school and shit, yeah, have a lot of fun then. You do whatever you want.
Hell
yeah, kick it in the mall, that whole, they were rebuilding all of it. So it was all like brand new when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. The museums, I don't know, pick one, pick
any.
Yeah, any of them, just pick one, go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
you can get in and out of them in like 10 minutes. They're fast. Yeah.
Kennedy Center has a thing every day at 6:00. They have a 1 hour conference of some random ass artist that you would probably recognize if you saw them.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember when I went into high school, I got to see I was just being an art fan. I saw the Salvador Dali's like Last Supper painting. That was pretty dope. If people know what that is, then but it's just really big, and it was cool to see it in like person. And then in college I went back and we just drank the whole time, but then I went back like 2 years ago, I think, as I said, with the kids and stuff. It was fun. It was cool just putzing around. We stayed like in like the Georgetown area, possibly, I think.
Yeah.
But so check out DC on your own. Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. Try not to step in the government.
Yeah, those guys got guns and shit.
So next week, Lady of Oshi's coming out here, and we rented this, or I got an Airbnb at this. It's a private guest house. It's in a gated nudist resort.
That was lonely.
It's just
more.
Wait, what? It's in a gated nudist resort?
Absolutely, it is.
Don't get
But yeah, dude, it's this nice little cabin.
Show Grandma on the lake. That one's good. Picture.
Oh, it's coming. But yeah, dude, look at how private that is.
Man, I'm
nice
happy for
lake.
you guys. This can be a cool little
Oh yeah,
getaway.
there it is.
Oh, right on.
There it is. That ass.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna
was
be
that a pussy shot?
No.
it's
the butt.
Wow, look at the size of that.
It was back.
Volleyball court.
That's Indiana pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside shower, nice.
But yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Gross hair on your chest for sure.
Fuck yeah.
It's like a roof on a
Yeah, dude,
half
it's
wide.
yeah.
It's a barn with a roof on it.
You guys should do some earthing.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what that. Yeah, that
some
sounds awesome.
grounding.
Hell yeah, 5
That's
days
what
of
it is.
dong,
It's
lady.
grounding.
Yeah, and you going barefoot and just start moonwalking everywhere. Yeah,
Rolled around in the mud.
Yeah,
Moonwalking creates the magic.
yeah.
heard you gotta have
It only
sex
works when
outside.
you moonwalk, dude. Yeah.
Or you put a piece of cardboard down and start doing some freestyle.
Oh, dude, just
Yeah,
breakdancing,
dude,
just
yeah.
spinning on my
dude,
head.
I got the hell
Dude,
yeah,
James
man.
would
Do
just
some real
show up and
grounding.
start doing the kid and play routine perfectly.
Dude, yeah, you'll be like,
House party?
it's like the sun setting, right? Okay, here's the picture: the sunset, and you guys are like chilling right on the bankside, just butt naked. You lean over like for that one romantic kiss, and I come in, and it's this big thing of cardboard comes,
Yeah, you got a
cardboard
huge
comes
flat top.
flying in out of the ground, and I got the ghetto blaster on her shoulder. You see it out the corner of my eye, and then it's like, oh shit.
The ghetto blaster, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, and then
it's
I'm like,
literally my perfect reality.
yeah, and then all of a
Just
sudden,
telling
it's
you
just,
right now.
yeah, then I hit play, and it's like,
Yes,
That's it,
yes. Dong Days of
Move the
Summer is the show
speakers up.
title.
Ghetto
Yes,
blasters
yes,
up.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yes, Dong Days of Summer.
Holy hell.
yeah. So that was a
Oh,
beautiful
man.
scenery set.
That was not my idea. That was
Yeah.
That was Tim Steak, because Tim Steak's a legend. Tim Steak's my soulmate, I think.
there. You go, Tim Stick. Way to go, buddy.
Oh man, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I think.
Bye, that guy.
Bye, that guy.
Bye, that
I think
guy.
Felix has a jam queued up. I see a guitar in that guy's
Yeah.
arms.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's do this, buddy. Hell yeah. I
Right
love
on.
Getting off, my heart's racing now.
My heart's racing
Did
too.
you write a
Just thinking about
coronavirus
chewing that
song?
ghetto blaster. I'm muting down.
You like that, Dan? I'm on the
No.
cover. It starts.
I love
it.
I can totally see it. It's so
I got a
funny.
story too after all this about a TV show I'm watching and all that kind of stuff.
I think this song's called "I Live My Broken Dreams" by Daniel Johnston. If you guys all know who Daniel Johnston, and he's kind of like a outsider artist from the late '80s, '90s. Made a lot of tapes and like homemade tapes, and kind of made it big in a kind of weird way. But he had a lot of mental health issues, and but a lot of good songs. He wrote like over like 900 plus songs. And there's a good documentary called "The Devil and Daniel Johnston."
Maybe I wonder. Did you play one of his songs before? Did we go over maybe something of his once?
No.
But
a lot of like kind of prominent artists have covered his songs, like Beck and
Robert Johnson.
No, Daniel Johnston.
Okay. He didn't sell his soul to the devil.
Looking up here,
but it's a pretty. I just watched the documentary recently, and I just last week I found out that he died last year in September, and I'd lost track of
Johnston.
Lost track of him, and kind of
American songwriter.
Made me a little weepy to find out because I was kind of big into him for a little bit there.
He died September 11th.
Yeah.
Of this past year, 2019.
Yeah, I don't know how it got by me, but it got by me. Somehow.
Yeah, most of his work consists of cassettes recorded alone in his home. Yeah.
And then what is it? Kurt Cobain wore a T-shirt that had his artwork. Artwork
interesting! Really? Yeah. Okay.
And it was just it's called the Hi How Are You album, and there's like
his genre is outsider music, lo-fi music, Avante pop. Yeah.
But yeah, if you saw the T-shirt that Kurt Cobain wore, it's kind of he's artistic too, so he does a lot of visual art too.
Yeah, if you do like Daniel Johnson images, you'll come across some familiar things. That's what I'm kind of noticing too.
So this quick
interesting.
Song, I'll tell you another interesting about this song afterwards. But the song's called "I Live My Broken Dreams." When I was out in San Marcos a year ago today, they probably would have put me in a home. But I threw all my belongings into a garbage bag, and out into the wilderness I did roam. My hopes lay shattered like a mirror on the floor. I see myself and I look really scattered. But I live my broken dreams. The wildest summer that I ever knew, I had a flat tire down memory lane. But I came back after 5 months and a half, and now I'm just trying to explain. And now I'm here, and here I stand with a sweet angel holding my hand. But I live my broken dreams. I live my broken dreams. Yes, I live my broken dreams.
And I enjoyed your jam, Felix.
Dude, that was good. I love that. That came through great. That was beautiful.
Nice.
That was good.
Sick. Yeah.
Very nice jam.
Oh, and in the documentary, you'd see he worked his way onto MTV somehow, some way. He lived in Texas, and they had a show called The Cutting Edge, and they feature local artists in places that they go. And he somehow just like worked his way on stage, or he just all day, I think he was working with like the producers and just sneaking his way in. And he's not that good of a guitarist and not that good of a singer. And a lot of artists were kind of pissed off that he ended up on stage and singing. And he worked at a McDonald's in Austin, Texas, and did a lot of like menial work, just wiping tables, but he would just always be handing his tapes out to people. And after that,
that's what I was reading too. Yeah.
Yeah. After that MTV performance, a ton of people kept coming into the McDonald's and wanted to get his autograph. And they eventually ended up having to fire him because too many people were coming there looking for him. But
you got too famous for McDonald's.
Too big for McDonald's.
Yeah.
Now they're opening the country up. Come on, what's going on here? Oh, that's beautiful.
Speaking of, I think I told you guys that story. I don't know on what show we did, but did I tell you? Yeah, the McDonald's documentary I watched.
Supersize It?
No, it's on. It's some of the free Hulu stuff. HBO gave out a bunch of free shit on Hulu if you have Hulu right now.
Was it about how they're brothers?
No, it's called
they call it McMillions, right?
It's the McMillions scam, dude.
Yeah,
dude, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
like 6 hours long. It's 6 episodes, but
is that the one about the scratch off game?
Yeah.
No, it's
the Monopoly
peel off thing.
Monopoly.
Yeah, and it's really crazy. It's weird. It's a lot of strings, but it really is only like one dude that does all of it. It's really crazy, but a lot of people go down and get in trouble, and ultimately no one got in really big trouble for that, dude. When you really think about it, Flavortown, do you know? I mean, you seem to know a little bit about this, maybe.
Well, I watched it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
How about that, dude?
It.
Like the guy got 3 years. That was it. He stole $25 million worth of.
I mean, it's a combination of things. I think it's like McDonald's not really giving that much of a shit.
Dude, that's
they just had to.
Right? Yeah.
They
subbed it out to begin with, so which they're
and
gonna
then
do.
The whole thing that documentary specifically kind of gave me a. It was like propaganda for the FBI.
Yes,
because they were like
fun-loving
portraying.
Group of people.
Yeah, it's just this like because you know what it reminded me of. It was like a way more basic, shitty version of The Wire. It was literally just The Wire, but instead of inner city drug gangs,
it was Monopoly fraud.
Yeah, Monopoly like game piece fraud. So it was like white collar crime done over like wiretaps, and like the FBI was setting up. Basically, the FBI set up like a sting operation. So in a lot of ways, it was like a FBI propaganda to be like, hey,
trap, man.
these guys entrap people. They even made a point.
Yep, they brought that up.
Define what entrapment
Yeah.
was and why the FBI didn't do that in that
Did
case.
the FBI get to say, do not pass go, do not collect $200?
They did. There was a news thing from the early 90s or whatever that did use that exact phrase, that they did not indeed collect $200.
It was crazy. So then McDonald's ended up just taking 25 million. Like Flavortown just said, they didn't really give a fuck, because I mean, it ruined their image for a second. You know,
who
they
gives a
this
shit?
Company, yeah.
The
So
kids
they
that go
took
to McDonald's
25
don't give
million
a
and just
fuck
gave
about
it
their
out
image.
to people,
No,
random
they
people.
don't
Well,
care
they
about
were
image.
in the documentary. They even said that every time they ran that game, they got a 7% increase in sales.
30% more money.
So a 7% increase in sales, like $25 million once
Nothing
over years of 7% increases in sales is fucking child's play. Like that's less than giving a fuck. They spend less money on that.
That's all we did was this McDonald's.
They spend less money on that. That like flush more money flushing fucking toilets in their stores. And
how about Homeboy stealing those tickets though, dude? Thank God he had always because he had this like hologram foil sticker. Like
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it was just another one of those like trying to make white collar crime look like it doesn't pay, but the reality is just like stealing from these mega corporations doesn't mean a fucking thing. And I mean, even the regular people that got caught up in it like didn't really get in trouble.
No, they didn't.
They got house arrest.
Don't eat at fucking McDonald's.
Fuck McDonald's.
Just don't eat at McDonald's. And also,
they're gonna help.
McDonald's
They're gonna
is
help
fine,
rebuild.
dude. Yeah.
They're gonna help rebuild this country.
I was thinking that.
oh, it's happening. I'm busting into hate mail. This has to happen. Hold that McDonald's thought though. Alright, we got actual hate mail tonight. Oh, let me go back. I'm gonna read one that we actually had last week. Let me stop this. We did have one last week, so that would have been on the 7th. Where is that at?
Hey, now.
I was thinking that Supersize Me guy should do a movie on energy drinks.
What do you? Oh yeah, oh man, I could do.
Did another one recently. I think about chicken sandwiches or some shit.
The chicken
Morgan Spurlocker.
Yeah, Spurlocker did another one.
Didn't he get Me Too?
I think he did.
He probably did get Me Too. I'd imagine.
Team up with Jared from Subway.
Oh, pedos. Fucking horrible. Cruise Mistakes, an anti-pedophilia podcast, just in case we didn't get that across. And speaking of, our first hate mail is from last week during the show. It's from John, and he says, I hate that I want that baby Jesus butt plug. So we were talking about a baby Jesus butt plug at some point last week, but I totally missed that email.
I did mention it. There was a long time ago, and I did have the baby some images of the baby Jesus butt plug. All you got to do is image search that, and you'll have some fun with it.
You'll get it. All right, now we have a hate mail from Anankoon, who sent a YouTube link. So let me switch this over so you guys can hear what this says.
We're going to use cell phones to track you in live time to enforce social distancing.
All right, opening it up. Here we go.
Anankoon? This is from Anankoon? Mm-hmm. I love that guy.
I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Right. Extra noses pounces on you, ooh, you're so warm. Ooh, couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your necky wacky till they were till they hee hee. Unzips your baggiest panto, baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me wag my widow baby tail for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likes nuzzles and wuzzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Paws on your butt as I lick my lips. Ooh, punish me, please. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. You don't see it coming.
Thank you, Anankoon.
Just said stuff like that. That's perfect. It's perfect for an audio podcast. That was awesome. Thank you.
And that's with that furry shit.
That was fucking great. That bulgy.
Oh man. And then we got
bullshit.
Thank you, Anankoon. I dropped a link to that video in the chats also. So you guys can, put that on your save list and listen to it going to work tomorrow. Essential workers only though. This one's from Booty Rooter. He says, Dear Grimsteak, 5G, COVID 5G. There, I just got your show automatically moderated or moved from all major platforms. The world can thank me later. Rafi. So there we go. Joke's on him.
You already did that to yourself.
You already did.
I don't get into Q stuff, but the reality is, we the people woken up. There's been a total shift.
Oh, man.
Damn.
All right. This one is from Tim Steak. Oh, man, I need to go back. And after this, Tim Steak also made a sweet image from a comment that I made on the Hive. and it's about Steve Irwin and Paul Hogan in my canon universe. They died at the same time by the stingray, but yeah, I'll post that after this. But here, this one's from Tim Steak. It says, cabin fever making me peaking. No, it says cabin fever meter peaking. Siri and the Flying Rock are a huge help to the world of energy culture and the intelligence community. I'm not of the opinion that we should be able to find more interesting and more difficult to parse cases than what we have been saying about this phenomenon up to this date. I am open to the sun being able to see my every move and the possibility that the moon is able to have a great effect on my subconscious thought. And then it says in parentheses, most of this was typed by just picking the next random word my iPad auto-suggestion chose to recommend based on what I type a lot. And then he puts in small things. Good luck reading, let alone understanding this. Thank you, Tim Steak. Predictive text.
Tim Steak.
And this is from Lady of Boshi. Sent us a hate mail. Cruising with Steak crew. I have an idea. Let's bottle up the magic that you all create when you come together each Tuesday evening and distribute it for free as the cure to this current mind virus. Yes. That'll totally work, right? With love and lots of fucking Lady of Boshi.
Right on.
It might work. Let's bottle up these good vibes.
Let's do it right now.
She's naughty.
She is
right
naughty.
now.
Oh, Jerry,
So what?
she's so naughty. It's awesome. And Tim Steak just posted the pictures. He's the king.
There you go. Let's do it right now.
Best girl.
Bottle it up.
Bottling it up. Let's get it. Give it out for free. Oh, we could become
out
snake
for
oil
free.
hucksters, you guys. We could put a link
Totally.
on cruisingwithsteak.com and sell. I'll just fill up tap water. Say bottles of Cruising with Steak, good vibe juice.
14 suckers in here.
Dude, we'll totally do the
Grim's gonna
Space Jam.
start selling his bathwater.
Yes, we'll do the Space Jam routine. Mike's magic stuff. We could just come on, Cruising with Steak's magic stuff. We got this.
Grim
stuff is
flavored
so
water.
good.
We're giving it for free.
15
And
cents.
see, look at me. The demon came in for profit.
It's the grim water.
As I'm sitting on a mountain of
Grim
toilet
water.
paper and Purell right now. Profit demons.
Speaking of demons, you guys check out that fucking Microsoft HoloLens commercial with Marina Abramovich.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
totally.
From a
She got-
long time ago, right?
No, this is from
No, it was-
recent. They got ratioed
it was like
hard.
Like people
few
are
days
freaking out
ago.
because of spirit cooking and something, right?
Well, that was how she got that's how people
how she
found
got
out about
noticed,
her.
right?
But
Okay.
there was a commercial from a couple of days ago where it was a Microsoft commercial featuring her, and I guess what it is, it's like they're selling her a piece of her art, which is basically a VR scan of Marina Abramovich that you can just have access to
Weird.
and just stare at with the HoloLens.
Very weird.
And yeah, and they've got it it's Microsoft, so it's high value production. They're trying to sell a high end, luxury technology product to a very select few people who already know who this is. Like, they're treating her like she's just she's the greatest artist of our time, when the reality is it's just a fucking VR image of her standing in a room.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Weird.
It's not like a painting or like a scene from like a film or anything like that. It's just her like coming out, like she's like really small, and then she grows into like full size, and she's like hello when she's there, but she's not there. Like if you take off the headset, she's gone. But with the headset on, you can see her. It's really, really stupid.
Yeah,
But guys, also a banana
I don't know
taped
how
to a
that's
wall
hard.
was also art. So
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, this is just signaling to the people that know what it is that she does, like all the spirit cooking shit. And then not only that, you also have the algorithms telling you all of these, quote unquote conspiracy theorists are also spending a lot of time and effort digging into this shit. So it's like you get it from both sides. You get free advertising on both ends. Because technically, I just advertise for Microsoft HoloLens right now. Technically, technically, just by merely talking about it, we're
Dude, it's cool.
promoting them. a product.
I don't tell you guys about all the checks that I'm cashing every week from the products we unintentionally promote.
Yeah, this is just a perfectly natural conversation that we're having.
Chapstick.
Yeah, there's no way.
Big Mac right now.
Chapstick sent me
Buy
a
more
huge
Chapstick.
check the last week.
Dude, Chadstick was very happy with us.
Chapstick was so happy.
Very happy.
Chapstick checks.
But yeah, so of course,
it falls into fair use, though.
Yeah,
totally does. And I mean, Bill Gates stepping down. Bill Gates becoming the new Bond villain. Microsoft releasing a commercial with a Satanist crazy person.
It only makes
Hey,
common
Grim,
sense.
you want to play the arts and fashion jingle?
Oh, I would love to.
That'd be
Hold
fun.
on, let me pull that
Maybe
up.
we can do some segments.
You want to do a segment instead of talking
That's what I
about
Get some jams going.
instead of talking about Satanism? All right, arts and fashion. It's coming up.
Some fashionistic,
Here it comes.
Satanistic.
Art and fashion segment. Art and fashion. Cruising with steady passion. Certified clip wall jingle. I'm talking Mona Lisa wearing bell bottoms and Picasso wearing jingle jeans and Jerry's t-shirt mail. Fails paintings for sale. James Cruz doodling on a computer and Grim Steaks meat art for his sweetheart. Arts and fashion segments. Arts and fashion jingle.
The perfect jingle.
That was fun.
Yeah, I love jingles.
That was a good one. We haven't heard that one in a long time.
Oh, what do you got, James?
None, man. Just so this week, and also I've been just having some fun with just this $3 cord. That's all it took was so I can use my phone to run my board, which would be eventually I want like a whole screen board. I can have hundreds of these things, but
hundreds.
This works right now. It works perfect, but anyway, so Felix this week, man, he dumped all these link or screenshots of his favorite moments or things that he thought were funny. So I thought it'd be funny that we can just do this live right now and just pull him up, man.
Oh
Just
God,
figure out what
James.
the hell he was talking about. Yeah, and then we can go over how shitty we are or whatever weird comment.
Jeez, man.
So I
You're going to be able to do this?
Oh, I could do it right
That's
now.
what I'm
on the fly.
saying.
Yeah, totally. So
how much
I don't
dead
know.
air do you need to fill while you're pulling it up?
Dead air? No.
How much do I have to vamp? Do we need to vamp?
We can do one from John McAfee right here. All right, ready? So this one from John McAfee. So around 10 minutes in the John McAfee episode.
Brains matter. John came out with Ohio.
Yep.
Four dead.
All right, right here.
Yes, yes.
What's going on?
I don't want to look at that motherfucker.
Man. Now,
no
have
way.
you ever experienced anything like this? Like throughout the years? Just have you ever seen it this crazy? Because I mean, I'm young, so I know nothing. John, give me your wisdom.
Oh, Jesus God, you guys are nothing.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
You guys are nothing.
This is pretty good, right? Yeah.
Oh shit.
So true, man.
Oh Jesus God.
Oh Jesus God, you guys know nothing. So I love that one. That was pretty good. Oh man. I mean,
I was clear. I was clearing out my phone. That was why I was like, I can't get rid of these screenshots of these timestamps. So I was clearing my phone. I was like, I dumped these in here to make sure they live on.
Yeah, man. Then I got a few from a Keith Ross interview. You want to check those out? You want to?
Let's do it, man.
Yeah. All right. Wait. So,
Highlights, baby.
yeah, this is fun, dude. Okay, let's see. Keith Ross. Here we go. And then let's see. When did you let's see. 38, 39. Okay, around there. Right around here. Yeah.
verse that's
this is meta
being lived out aside from this shared somatic one. So I don't know. I think there's something to it. I look at it more artistically. I think though.
The only thing I know about quantum physics that I try is I try to get my 4 cats into 1 cat carrier. I would have assumed that was it.
All right, we need to pause here. There's just the hugest synchronicity in the world in the chats. Okay, so I'm currently watching, like, in the middle of binging Food Wars, which is, it's just such a great anime.
Food Wars, interesting.
Food Wars.
Yeah.
Jerry makes this meme, and it's a Food Wars meme with me in it.
Yeah.
Never, it doesn't even know what anime is. Doesn't know I'm binge watching Food Wars right now. Like, it's just, it's.
I don't even know what Food Wars is.
Exactly. That's the strange connection that we have sometimes.
I googled anime with steak.
Oh my gosh!
And that picture came up, and I took it, and I could change hamburger to Grimburger.
It's just the synchros though, because it's like, yeah, that's. I just started watching that show like 2 weeks ago and just been binging it hard. It's really good.
It on?
It's on Crunchyroll, Hulu. It's on things. It's
I
all
don't have
over.
those things.
Food Wars. There's great cooking advice too. Shokugeki.
Yeah. You'd love the show. The first episode is literally a guy making food so good a chick's titties pop out of her
Dude,
shirt.
the first season? No, literally, that's the whole thing. Like, the first season is so hard where, like, people are basically orgasming when they eat, and the better the food is, their clothes explode off of them.
Are these real people?
No, it's an anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's great. It's some good stuff. But season 2 it gets it tones back a little bit, but season 1 is hard with the fan service, man. Like it's literally just a Hego faces the entire time and just coming and nonsense. It's great. It's great. But it's none of it's lewd or anything. I mean, it's all classy and tasteful.
It's done in the most.
It's in a tasteful way. Yeah, but it's great. Food Wars. Synchro.
Let's see.
What were we talking about before I derailed the shit out of this?
No, man. We're doing fun with Felix right now.
Highlight reel.
Yeah. Highlight reel. Yeah, dude. Yeah. We could. Yeah, the hellite. Yeah. Let's see. We got another one. This was from episode 111. Pardon my French tickler. Let's see.
See the porta potty. I'm like, be off now. And then boom, I'm out the door and I'm holding my pant legs on the sides. I'm like,
oh no.
And then just and
yeah, that was me shit my pants. For sure. That was a good one, dude. That was a legit holy shit moment.
Oh man.
Just all your fears coming true, and I'll explain how it happened if you go back and listen to episode 111. Oh man, that was devastating.
Is that when you were on a whitewater raft?
Yes, I was. Well, it was the beginning of my day, dude. Well, it was like I was already up for like 2 hours at that point, but on the way to the thing is when I had just scarfed down some food and a banana and stuff, and that was the holy shit, fuck me banana thing. Yeah, that's where that came from. Yeah, that thing just attacked my stomach and was like, I want out. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Just rolling on a bus with like 3 people and just like, don't come over in my my safe space, my 6-foot range, or else you might just get doused for sure. Oh my gosh. Just heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, just gut. Oh man, you got friends around, you're about ready to just explode. It's just so embarrassing. It's just everything wrapped up in one. Every emotion, you seize up. You're just like, is this really gonna happen right here, right now? Am I just gonna explode all over the floor of this bus and never talk to any of these people ever again? Because it could never happen. So that's why I was explaining. You grab your shorts, hold them tight, and take off. And that's the story of Grip
I gotta
and
listen
Rip
to
It.
that episode.
Yeah, it was fun.
French tickler?
Yeah, French tickler, man. That was some classic times for sure. Oh, I lost my Discord. Oh, sorry. Let me pull that back up. Let's see. We can do.
This is so meta.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. Let's do.
All right, second half of the show.
Let's do phone
goes.
chart. Let's do episode 97. Phone shark jump.
Shoe phone shark jump.
Yeah, shoe phone shark jump. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's.
I want to remind everyone of the wonderful artwork on that episode.
Shoe phone shark jump. We had a lot of fun with that one, dude. Now where is it? 2 minutes. Okay, so say I'm just doing. I'm trying to do it on the fly as fast as I can, and it should be like right here.
Gyrates. Oh, like a movement. Yeah.
Hey, Mad Libs is how I learn my parts of speech.
Right. This really this crushes your brain. You're like, what the fuck? I need a level of intensity, like a word for a level of intensity.
Oh my god.
Maximum intensity.
Yeah. Dude, Mad Libs. Oh. Definitely doing some Mad Lib action there.
There's probably more. You should keep going.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Awesome.
Max.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is called 50 Shades of Mad Libs.
Oh, here we go.
Sweet.
Suddenly he grabs me, tipping me across his ass. With one assy movement, he angles his skirmish.
So bad.
There's no words there.
So my one testy. So my one testy is resting on the shoe beside him. He throws his right camel toe.
Is that Jacob Bacchus back there?
That's his right camel toe.
The walrus.
The walrus.
And his swatches.
This might have been his last show that he came on.
It might have been.
It might have been.
Me down so I cannot wrist. Places his taint on my eyeball.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's
tainting me.
Oh man. People listen to this show. This is the thing people listen to. Patreon.com/cruise-with-steak for more amazing content. Everybody. Oh man.
Let's do. We'll go back to episode 89. We got here Esoteric
89.
Easter with
With
T-Bone Shuffle, dude.
That was forever ago. Episode 89.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Let's get this bitch started up. I'm liking this. Where's that intro music?
That sounds like typical Grimstag not knowing how to run a show. Just narrating as he's doing things. Ah, jeez.
They are, and each one has a different pattern, which is interesting. And
right here, bro.
Those lights are there, right? But I'm just out of focus. So it's not out of focus looking at that lights, but those colors are there, right? It's not going through a prism. It's just out of focus. So those frequencies are hitting the earth. That's what's interesting about it. So each one has a different frequency pattern.
Maybe there's energy coming off of that. More and more.
There's light hitting you. There is.
Astrology's not so much bullshit. The more I think about it.
It's weird to hear all the different like sound levels and stuff that from
keep going.
different years. Yeah.
So the Chinese also have a tradition of a woman on the moon. I'll have to pull that one up really quick. But one of the funny things is that she is her companions on the moon are rabbits that make medicinal formulas and medicines on the moon for her.
Wasn't
where's that mythology from?
Like there's
the pause
there's
within a
rabbit
pause
in the
is
moon,
epic.
isn't there? Like if God, didn't I see that
Intentional
somewhere?
pauses.
Yeah, I posted a picture of that the other day.
That's right. I was like, I know I saw
Chinese identified a pattern of it's a rabbit at a pedestal, like he's mixing something together.
The Rabbit Alchemist.
Yeah,
It is Easter.
That highlight could have been like 20 seconds before.
Dead air.
That was dead air in the show. In that show is what it. I was waiting for something, but anyway, dude, yeah, That's why we freak out over dead air, people. Did I do shoe phone shark jump? I did that. Ooh, let's do room 101, whatever that is.
Episode 101.
Oh yeah, would it be right?
Mm-hmm.
Room 101. 14.
In the meantime, I consulted my journal, and exactly a year ago, I had breakfast burritos for breakfast and fajitas for dinner.
Oh, nice.
That's
a lot of tortillas.
I'm thinking.
It's a lot of tortillas.
I'm sneaking home at night. Live.
Wake up your wife and go, bitch, cook us breakfast. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, no, I have not been married to Mrs. That Guy for 30 plus years, being incautious because I want to live.
Yeah.
I have scars from my marriage, pots and pans, and my face.
Oh, dude, I was a master at dodging remote control. So I had a remote control flying at my face at 100 miles per hour a couple times. She could have pitched in the major leagues.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to tell Mrs. Walrus to cook breakfast because she would do it on her own as long as I didn't say anything. So,
Right.
All right.
Well, that's awesome.
She's subservient Eastern European woman.
Yeah, I mean, just classic moments.
That was like totally it, though.
No, I think I saved that one because Jerry saying something about getting hit or something.
Yeah,
in the face.
by pots and pans and shit. Yeah.
Well, casual spousal abuse all up in this.
It's true. I got the scars to prove it.
Well,
let's go to 103. Crystal Cox from Outer Space.
The perfect title. I think I have a poster of
the
that.
titles are just off the hook, people. As I pull this up here, how's everyone's day going?
Day going's great.
Day go?
Day
go?
Day glow?
There must be a glitch in the matrix. There must be a glitch in the matrix. As the
Called Free.
Oh, it was awesome.
This is what's happening right now.
I'm playing the spot that
It might have been just the tail end of the episode.
Yeah, it was after this.
Shout out to Felix.
I believe there's like a 2x3 poster of this.
They're 100. I have a 2x3 poster of this. 100%, Jerry. Oh yeah.
What is it?
That was groovy, dude. That was
Lovely.
that's totally different. Yeah. What was that off of?
That's off of album 1. It's called Free Thinkers.
Yeah, his style there is crazy different.
Dude, he does so many different styles.
Yeah.
Like his
Love and Felix right there for sure.
That was probably the soundbite right there.
Yeah. Brandon Young, always a classic, dude. Brandon's a great guy, great friend.
I haven't talked to Brandon in a long time.
Yeah. See him bumping around on Twitter all the time still. He's around for sure.
Oh yeah, everybody's still around.
Let's see.
Except Martian archaeologist. He's not around anymore.
Yeah, he's the archaeologist.
He's the only one that isn't around. He's just vanished. We harvested our data for whatever kind of CIA app he was running. It only makes common sense, folks.
Yeah. If we can find it right somewhere around.
I was in the Gray America chat the other day.
Going to have discipline. It's going to be like led by example. I mean, at the top.
Put him on the back burner.
My wife's family, he's super today. They grew up with. I grew up in a trailer park, dude. So anything, sky's the limit for me. So but at the same time, I wouldn't take any of that back, dude. Yeah, and that built me to who I am today. Because I respect that. Thanks, Felix. That's a good pick me up right there for sure.
The trailer park.
Yeah, man. It's funny. My wife and my son, oldest son, were making fun of me yesterday because of all that. Because of that.
They're just roasting you for growing up
they
in a
love
trailer
roasting
park?
me. Yeah.
Trailer park boys.
Yeah.
Dude.
Damn. Yeah.
You're just in quarantine getting roasted by your family all day?
You haven't seen another human being in a month. And they're just reminding you.
When my smile turns to just a straight, like, scowl, and then everyone just shuts up. because they're about to start flying at that point. Yeah, like it gets
then I'll
pretty
have
crazy.
some stories about spousal abuse, guys.
Yeah, I was the one that was bringing up.
Tables
Man, you know what's going to go up during these times is home abuse and stuff and all that. And I'm thinking, I'm like as I'm like 7 weeks into this, I'm like, I'm going to kill somebody.
We're witnessing the decline of James's mental health right
dude,
now.
I am
watching it happen.
It's been pretty crazy. I did make it out of the house the other day over the weekend.
Dude, you gotta just get out. Just get out and go out. You're gonna be fine. Just escape. Just escape. You'll be fine. Just get out.
I'm about to do that. Just get on my board and start.
Dude, just go boarding. Yes, go skate. Skate down the road. Do some ollies and fucking kick flips, bro.
Zoom.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
So
it'd be awesome.
I mean, I don't know. Doing all right, dude. It's just everyone. It's just such a wild ride. We're all, hey man, we're all in this together.
Alone together.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah, I guess you can tell how much I'm into that. But
yeah, dude, James, like I'm surprised you're even still.
I got nothing. Yeah, I'm like I'm mental, physically. I'm like I ran out of gas for sure. Like,
yeah, dude.
You do a couple laps up and down the stairs, and you're like, oh man.
I've been doing kettlebells.
Yeah, dude, I need to get some. That's one exercise piece of equipment. That's all I want is like a set of those.
All the exercise equipment was sold out at Target when I was there. Like
that's good then, man. So maybe people are taking advantage of time, right? Like, hey, man, I never had time to try to lose weight. Maple, now you do.
Or just do the poop slinger method and just go lift your shed out back.
Yeah, dude, just do squats. Squat the pain away.
Shed squats.
Dude, I mentioned the other day, and it is true, man. I lost like 30 pounds, dude, during this thing. It's crazy. I jumped on the scale the other day and it was 190. So, I mean, I'm probably right around like 194 or something, you know?
Tapeworm.
No, it's like I eat one good meal a day instead of like junk food all day long, because like my sleep schedule's just whatever, and it's just weird. I eat one awesome meal a day, and that's spread out between the 24 hours, you know. So it's
and then you're stressing the next 23 and a half hours.
Yeah, I'm just
so you're just
vaping and stressing and just
yeah, dude,
just going through my day, just crushing
exactly
anime.
What Hey Joey J said. Do some One Punch Man workouts, dude. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats.
The 100, right?
Yeah, dude, get on
that was my workout in high school. It was all 100. Everything was 100. I would do sets of them, like 25s or whatever in the morning, and then when I get home, because I did all those sport. I played football, it was, so it's just that the workout routine. My body knows it all.
Hell yeah, Oswald.
It's just like hell no, you don't want to do any of that shit. So like my muscle memory, my muscle weight is like kind of like flimsy and gone right now. So I think that's one big reason I lost a bunch of weight. But so I do feel good in that aspect. And if I got back to like physical working again, man, it'd be great. I could probably burn off what I had left and turn that into some muscle.
So get back into doing the Kegels, right?
Yeah,
Kegels.
Yeah, man. Kegels shooting eggs.
Blast those eggs, man.
Shooting eggs, dude. The egg king. What's the berserk? Egg. Flavortown. What is it? Egg.
Easter bunny.
Berserk egg.
The Behelit?
No, like egg. King of the egg, or what is it?
The Crimson Egg. The Behelit.
The egg. What is the thing called?
Humpty Dumpty.
Isn't there a big movie about it?
Big movie about an egg?
Berserk. One of the Berserk episodes or movies.
Oh, what?
Golden
Ark?
Yeah, it's all about the egg, right? Like,
the Behelits.
I don't know. Sorry.
I just said that like 5 times, James. Why are you just ignoring me?
I'm ignoring everything. My brain is not working right now.
What is going on?
We need to do another Berserk episode.
Yes,
I don't know.
Keep spamming Egg of the King, Lady of Ocean.
What's Berserk?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Dude,
it's like an anime.
We need a transition. James, you take a break. I got this. I'll riff for a little bit.
No, the problem is I don't have the chats open, and there's always like 10 different things going on.
Lady of Ocean got it. It's called Egg of the King.
Yes.
Thank you. Somebody, she knows what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. Somebody does. She gets me.
It's just big fucking swords, guys. Chill out.
It's just big swords.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Oh, man.
I want to say it's our most downloaded Shonen Dump episode ever, though.
Let's go back to episode 79, Dick Cheney's blood. Let's see what that one is about. Sorry, guys. 1 second. That's 22. Dick Cheney's blood.
I got the car to look and when you start having those types of things happen to such an intricate like flavor, you go, I don't know what's going on here, but it's explaining to me some functional underlaying of how things work. And so it just gets me having fun playing with it to try to, I don't know. It's like a particle accelerator, right? Like we're throwing ideas and just watching them smash and trying to see what comes out.
We can't hear you.
Huh?
What?
Oh.
Crypto Mystic.
That was in the soundbite. Right.
That was weird, right? Yeah.
The soundbite.
That was Grimsteak in the soundbite.
Too meta right now. We're responding.
Super meta.
Too much.
I gotta get close. Oh, I'm just asking, were you into remote viewing before, Adam, or is this an experiment that you started with the podcast?
No, this is started with Justin. He got really interested in doing it, decided to bring it into a couple of episodes on Cat in the Box. And after we did it like 3 or 4 times and had some really good success, we turned it into a whole podcast on its own.
Oh, sweet.
That's a good promo
Yeah,
for
in
them.
fact, we did one night that was another amazing hit, and it had 3 of the guys.
The Black Diamond.
The Black Diamond.
Oh,
yeah. James Cruz, Jerry. We had 4 people on the podcast, 2 people who'd never remote viewed before, and every single person had a solid hit.
It's true.
I
It
didn't know
happened.
the target.
Yeah, that was the most impressive. But dude, that was awesome. That taught me
Dude, Adam Loyal. I got to tell a story about just and how awesome Adam is, dude. When I was so geeked when I first met Adam. I met him in person too, which was really cool. And I met him when he had Adam was like Grizzly Adams, you know, he had this huge beard, man. He looked like Bigfoot or something, you know, just like this hairy little dude, this little awesome dude. And then he pulls this crazy thing and he shaves the whole thing where we're at Contact at the cabin, and he comes out just clean shaven. They're all like, "What the fuck?" It was like the weirdest thing. And I have some of that beard, which is crazy too. That's a whole nother story that involves remote viewing.
Do you put it in your pants?
No, man, it was in
The
a box.
logical
It's
place
still
to
in a
put it.
box. I still have it. I even moved it from my old house to this house. I saved it, Adam.
To your pants.
But Adam Loyal is a big inspiration, man. I had a huge
crush
on Adam when we first got into all this. And
I think we all did.
You know how like you get
We could have fed him any word. We could have fed him anything right there.
People say like, oh, you get this cool butterfly feeling when somebody mentions your name, and that's how it was cool. That's how I like became known and friends with Adam. And
That's how I feel about Graham.
Yeah, and Graham, it's really you get butterflies talking to these people, right? Yeah,
Not butterflies.
I don't know. I do. I love talking to Graham. He's a big personality, right? I don't know what it is.
I just like him as a person. Darren too. I like him both.
His thoughts are very
Cogent.
well thought out. You know, like I wish I could be like him. Yes.
Talk about Adam Loyal's brand
James,
new strap on.
I bet Graham wishes. I bet Graham wishes he could be like you, James.
I don't know. Yeah.
Think about that. Come on,
I don't
buddy.
think so.
You're great.
I doubt it.
I'm a different breed, dude. I'm a mutt or something. You know.
No, you're a golden god, James. You come on. Don't be silly.
Greek
Don't
god.
be silly.
I'm still laughing about Edge Mente.
Edge
Mente. Yeah, dude. Edge Lord.
Yeah, but Adam's got sporting this a Van Dyke.
Dude, the beard from last night or the mustache?
Yeah. He's got a Van Dyke, which is basically a goatee.
This dude can grow some hair,
but it's not. It's a goatee and a mustache. It's a Van Dyke, and then he's got 2 strips of hair going from the mustache straight back to his sideburns. It looks like it's a hair strap holding this mustache and beard to his face. It's kind of funny. It's Tony Starkish. And it's straight edges. Okay, never mind.
We haven't talked about Marvel at all this show, Jared. What's going on?
Did I watch any Marvel? I don't think so.
Marvel announced today that
got him.
No, there was a big announcement today about something. I don't remember what it was though. One of the movies. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is getting
episode. You have no soul.
Oh no, there's a lot of weird shit.
And Thor's going to be in it, and it's going to be about like how Rocket came to be Rocket.
Oh,
like Rocket's backstory.
That could be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never, I don't know anything about him or what happened and why he's
Guardians of the Galaxy
raccoon.
2 was the movie that I determined was so bad I never wanted to watch.
That was pretty
another
tough
Marvel
to
movie
watch. Yeah,
I like that
again.
movie,
and I did.
I visually liked it. I don't really. I mean, they went chasing for his dad. I mean, that's all it was, right?
Marvel movies are just visual candy.
It was just like that level that like I don't know exactly how to describe it other than just like the patented Marvel snark. That I'm just like I'm over it. Like I'm over this like snarky, sarcastic bullshit that they do in every single because it's like a
Mind
theme
virus?
because they do it because they do it in Star Wars too. Like I remember hating
you're just dead inside, aren't you?
Yes. the
Dark
opening
sarcasm.
of the opening of what was it what was the middle of the trilogy of the new Star Wars trilogy? Is it Force Awakens or no the second one?
I think it was the Penis Awakens.
The Penis Awakens.
Oh yeah.
Where it like opens up with this like sarcastic exchange between the ship captain and like some other dude.
Ex-stormtrooper.
Yeah. And it was just that same fucking humor that they put in every single one of their movies. And as soon as I realized that they're just like doing that in every single movie, no matter what, it's just nice looking set pieces with just like snarky,
cheesy liners,
sarcastic,
Disney humor.
digging at each, Disney humor. I was done. I was just like, I can't do it anymore. And play a drinking game. Drink every time a character in a Disney Marvel
makes a little
production
quip,
makes a little sarcastic, deadpan, conversation. Sometimes it could even break the fourth wall. They doing that a lot.
Yep.
Just come on, guys.
Demand
Demand some better content.
Yeah, watch some fucking My Hero Academia. It'll blow.
Watch some
it'll blow all of Marvel and DC that they've built.
Just watch all of the like '90s and early 2000s animated TV shows. Those were so much better than the shit that we.
Yeah, they'll bring you back, man. They'll make you laugh. They'll make you. There's a good feeling watching that kind of stuff.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. God, thank you.
Disney Plus, Chad Stick.
I haven't gotten that check in a while.
Mandalorian. Great.
Mandalorian was pretty cool.
It was actually great. It
had the Star Wars vibe to it, but like just on its one little story. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They could do 1 million of those, right? Yeah, just different people's different little stories, like which they will.
So there's this new show coming on Netflix called The Midnight Gospel. With Duncan Trussell and Pendleton Ward. The guy who made fucking Adventure Time. It looks so good. I'll drop the trailer in.
Why would you do that when there's new episodes of Tiger King that were added?
No, that sucks.
Yeah, I've heard
Ant-Man was great.
I got a trailer. Here's you can listen to the trailer.
Well, it's a visual thing, man. You have to see it. That's
It's very visual.
Yeah, it's super visual.
What is this? What are we subjecting ourselves to here?
Duncan Trussell show.
Is this?
It's no, dude. This isn't mind control. This is something good. This is good.
Oh,
this is good for the soul. It's Duncan Trussell and Pendleton Ward.
Merging with simulator.
It's good
He's
stuff.
sticking his head in a pussy.
Yeah, James, this isn't gonna work.
I know. Sorry.
I love it. No, don't apologize. It's okay.
Never apologize for content.
I'm just
never apologize for
failing,
content.
dude.
No,
failing
dude,
is.
Dude, you're failing up.
Dude, when you
you're
grow up in
failing
a
up,
trailer park,
succeeding.
dude, you just fail.
It's called winning down.
You're winning.
No, you fail, dude.
No,
you
win down.
You're
to
meant to
fail
fail.
James,
Yeah.
we have.
And then your wife and kids are like, "Do you have to take the wheels off and then put them on yourself?"
Oh, dude, don't let you quit letting your family. Anytime your family roasts you, just go into the garage, give me a call.
I'm like,
and I'll talk. Dude, I will name off.
There's
I'll name
no
off.
wheels. I mean, yes, wheels can go on it, but it's up on bricks on a foundation.
Just call me and I'll name all our patrons.
And it has skirting.
I'll just name all our patrons to you, and I'll just say everything's gonna be okay. It's all right. Don't let your family roast you. It's gonna be okay.
So it is a thing, and it's happened, and I can tell you all about it.
If it would make you feel better, we could do a whole episode roasting your family back.
Dude, let's do a Patreon tomorrow night. We'll record it.
I love my roast. No, man, that's what I'm saying.
The Cruz family.
And I appreciate every minute of it. It's made every second, every ounce of who I am comes from Sahara.
James, you're losing it, man. I don't know what Sahara means. It's
Sahara's the name of the park.
And he's gone. It's what?
It's the name of the park.
Oh, the park? Okay. I got you. James, we got to get you out of quarantine. I got to bust you out. Do I have to come to... Well, I mean, we made the elaborate schemes of me
My
breaking
section
Lady
was
Emoji out
named
of
Paradise,
Philly.
though.
But I feel like I got to come to Ohio and bust you out now. Like, it's getting serious.
I lived on Paradise Boulevard.
Can't you just get on a plane?
And when you're doxing yourself now. Like, what's going on?
You just putting the nail in the coffin.
Listens to this.
You're legally not even allowed to go into Ohio right now. You're gonna get trying to kill James Cruz.
This is true.
I stand at the border and just clothesline people when they try to cross.
Welcome to Ohio, bitch.
Boom. Just
get
John Cena
clotheslined.
stuff to him.
Yeah, my arm, like the toll booth. You just drive through. I just clothesline you.
It's just your arm.
Yeah. So my arm's a little sore, but since they've closed down the travel restrictions, it's a little bit better this week.
Who was saying that the last 10 minutes are the gold? Because this is the gold that the people are missing.
I said that. It always is, dude.
Yeah.
That's when I just completely melt down and have no. I don't know. Yeah.
It's all right. Bill, how's quarantine? Are you back at home?
No, I'm not.
Oh, what? But you brought the eye with you?
He brought the eye with him.
I went back and got the eye. I brought it up here just for this. Just for this.
How's quarantine going up in Michigan?
It's pretty boring. There's you just stay inside and
well, there's that Nazi governor up there, isn't there? Like you can't do anything up there.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw they were banning selling us seeds. Like
there's
for
a petition.
growing food.
There's a petition going around for the citizens to recall her. Recall, yeah.
No shit. Yeah.
Recall her.
Yeah, to kick her out of office.
Have
But
you-
yeah, so all that we can do right now is go to the grocery store. That's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Have
much
you-
everywhere though.
Have you seen any stuff in the sky, Bill?
No, I haven't seen anybody on the roads, dude. It's like a ghost town. It's
No shit.
Weird. Yeah.
Oh, you're transitioning to a UFO bit, aren't you, right now? Mellowhorus?
But I had oh shit.
Well, in Detroit, there were some people that got a really good fucking clip. I mean, there's been lots of videos that have been popping up within the last month.
Look at this shit. What the fuck? This is why they want us to stay in the house.
Doing like a very similar
That's
thing.
why the fuck they
Some of
want
the
us to
videos, it's kind
stay
of like
in the
weird to
fucking
tell what the
house,
fuck is
nigga.
going
It
on,
ain't the
but most of them are
coronavirus,
pretty
nigga.
distinct.
It ain't the radiation,
Put a
nigga.
link. at, like, the
It's
beginning.
this. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Play
You
the
guys
beginning.
can't hear it, but I'm playing it right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. What is this?
We could
we
play-
can't.
What is this?
Hold up.
What is
We
that?
could play
What is
that.
this?
Just like real
What
quick.
is this in the sky right now? What's going on? They not airplanes. They doing formations and shit. Like what's going on for real? For real. Somebody please explain to me, man. What's going on, man? Like this shit crazy right now. What the fuck? Like what the?
I can't see it. The light disappeared.
What is them? What is that? Them not stars either. That white thing is stars.
They just disappeared.
They disappearing literally from vanishing, disappearing like they turning off their shit. They was just doing formations and shit, dog. That shit crazy.
I'm running the fucking light. The light keep blinding my ass.
What is that? What is that though? It keeps stopping. I thought I was tripping. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this shit. Watch these bitches vanish. Watch these bitches vanish. Oh, there they go. Two of them disappearing right now. Two of them disappearing right now. Two of them disappearing right now.
I'm gonna clip this thing. I gotta get. Thank you.
Now watch
Thank
this
you for
one.
sending this.
Watch this one. It's disappearing right now. It's disappearing right now. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. This shit, them not no fucking helicopters, them not no droids, them not none of that shit, bro. Quit capping, bro. Quit capping, bro. Watch it disappear before your eyes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And it better not stop again before it happens.
If you're listening and you're not in Cruising with Steak Discord chat, come hang out in the meat locker.
Them bitches was doing formations, nigga. And all the other ones is gone. The other two that was clearly in the sky, you don't see nothing. You don't see a star. You don't see a nothing. Just this one left. And watch this bitch disappear. It's about to
Facts,
disappear next.
proofs,
Here it comes.
20 proof.
Like 10 seconds. It's about to disappear. It's about 10 seconds. It's close. There it go. There it go. There it go. And you're going to tell me this a helicopter, right? You're going to tell me it's gone. Hold on. You still see it? Gone. Gone.
Chinese lanterns.
Gone.
Yeah, but I don't know what the video is. Is it
Swamp
just
gas.
lights? I mean,
Yeah, dude, it's just lights. They're not moving like crazy or anything.
boring lights. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
shout
not
out
that
to Mandu.
Mandu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know that guy?
Detroit, no, I don't know him. He's the one that posted that video, and it's really it's really-
Nandu Pictures News.
Yeah, it's a nice looking UFO sighting.
I like the narration.
Way too big to be Chinese lanterns, Lady Boshi says.
Maybe.
Who's gonna have Chinese lanterns in Detroit?
A bunch of yeah, that's true.
Like, who's got time for that? Nobody's got time for that. in Detroit.
Dude, they're weather balloons.
We got no time for that.
Who knows? Could be some wild shit.
I got another kind of arts and fashion.
There's been
Not
armadas.
arts.
Should we play
You know, like an
jingle?
entertainment segment.
What could we play? Do you want a good news?
No, I just wanted to mention this other show that I'm watching that is really like hitting like all the nostalgia button for me big time.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. It's called Little Fires Everywhere or Every yeah. Wait, what's it called? Yeah, it's called Little Fires Everywhere, and it's about this little town in Shaker Heights, Ohio, where I live. It's like real close to me. And it's like this white suburban neighborhood, and this black girl moves in with her daughter, and she's like this artist, and it becomes like a race kind of thing, but it all takes place in 96 and 97. So it's legit. Remember how like you were watch Stranger Things and you're like, I remember that shit when I was so 97 really sticks out for me, of course. So all this stuff is popping in and out, and they stick in the show, and it's all like true to the time frame. And one of them stuck out yesterday. So you remember how like everyone was into putting sound systems in cars and shit? So, of course, that was incorporated into the 1997 car. They're like, get your faceplates. Remember how faceplates used to pop off of the stereos in your car? Like you would get your aftermarket stereo from like Best Buy or something because it would look cooler than what you had. And sure enough, yeah. So it had like a lot of cool like nostalgic points of the 90s of it all. And it's a pretty cool like storyline of twists and turns, and I don't know. It's a decent show. It's pretty cool, but I just like the time frame of all of it. It fits right in with my brain. So with that, as everyone's leaving, I think it's time to head on out.
Everybody's leaving?
Yeah, we had what, like fucking 10 people in here. Now there's
they all just kind of fade out towards the end. Hold on, let's play some jingles first. I want to play this jingle.
Where did Suzanne go?
Suzanne, she posted in the chat. She had to go take the kids to the store or something.
I just thought that show was cool. I like how these things
it's
hitting
not
the
telling me.
nostalgia button, you know. And
Never mind.
I've been having lots of the. Yeah, just cooped up and having a lot of the feels, right? So it's like,
yeah, man.
I looked at that was cool. I'm like almost finished with Tokyo Ghoul. There's like so many levels of how I feel about that show.
Yeah, dude.
There's
What do you think of the third season, James?
I like it. I like it a lot. At first, I was confused.
At first, it was kind of sketchy, but I mean, it's not bad. Yeah. It grows into it.
So
and then,
weird. Right? I got like one episode left. It's so
dude,
up.
it gets crazy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta keep.
What show is that?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. It's an anime, and Yeah, there's humans and you would think vampire
Ghouls.
like ghouls or whatever.
Nah, dude, they're ghouls.
Kind
They
of
live they
not
live
a
amongst the
zombie,
people.
but they are, and they bite people, and they have powers and stuff.
It's pretty fucking awesome. Here, let's
It's-
play.
it's just-
Let's hold on. I'm gonna play this jingle. We're gonna end this on this. So let's do this guy. Maybe.
Extra, extra. Read all about it. Good news.
Yeah.
Extra, extra. Read all about it. Good news segment with award-winning journalists Grimsteak and James Cruz. Good news segment.
Good news.
Beautiful. So, guys, there's a lot of craziness in the world, but the good news, you're alive right now. You're listening to Cruise with Steak. If you hear these words, so fuck yeah, we're winning. We have existence. We have life. So I mean, the world may be shut down. There may be fuckery all around. There might be financial collapse. We may all just, die in the streets. But right now, we're winning. So fuck yeah, I love all you guys.
If it comes to that, we're all gonna meet up somewhere. It just, I mean, why? I mean, we'll
Just-
figure this out, people.
Well, dude, we'll figure it out. I mean, it's
We'll
a
keep you
thing.
posted on what the plan is.
We just gotta, come to the Discord, hang out, let's build a
If you're
community
down in that, you're gonna miss out
You
on
know?
the compound.
on the compound for sure. Yeah, just try to send good energy. There's a lot of fear. and
Compound W?
craziness.
Dude,
Especially
the
when you're in
meat
public,
locker is
man.
full of amazing people. I can't thank them
Yeah,
all
dude,
enough.
everybody's got
It's
great
just So
energy.
much fun, dude.
So
Yeah.
it's a troll-free zone. It's amazing.
Oh, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't even
No, it
exist.
doesn't exist, folks. Don't believe the 5.6.
No, it does not exist in the Cruise State chat room. for
No
sure.
way. It's just just have some good vibes.
And yeah, thanks for listening to this, and thanks for the ones that reached out even further and joined up on the Patreon, man. Things like that go a long way, dude, and it makes this a lot like it's just so much fun. Like, and even doing that, what it does for me, like mentally, okay, ramp up, go down, do another show, like let's have some fun again. Like it gets your brain rocking and rolling. So thanks to everybody out there that listens, and I have so much fun doing this and just sharing all these crazy thoughts and good times with everybody, man. It's a whole new world every day, and just enjoy it. Yeah, man, make the most of it. I'm sorry if anybody is going through really tough times, and if you need to talk, I am here for you.
Yeah, dude, come hang
let's
out.
do it.
We got
yeah,
ears.
we're all here, man. Like so,
literally on the Discord all day. Just
for
send me a
sure,
notification
it's a
all day
great
long.
place. Yeah,
We
like
can
if
be alone
you-
together in a Discord chat.
Yeah, if you want to talk, come talk, man. It's so much fun. It's just say hi, and it turns into a 3-hour conversation. So, I mean, it's as easy as that. There's so
Mhm.
many things to talk about and get a little feel good action going on, and the people that are involved in with us and this group, even the group we have right now in this Zoom room. I love you all, man. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Tons of love.
It's been, yeah,
Love you
dude.
too, James.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Thanks. It's like let's just keep rolling, dude. Let's keep
rolling.
cranking shit out.
Like that Limp Bizkit song. Keep rolling.
Yeah. What? Move in and move out. Yeah. Back up. What you gonna do now? Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, all this is great. Wait, Jerry, who you got on Oxmente tomorrow night?
Oh,
Tomorrow night we have author Mario Acevedo, the guy who wrote
that's
the nymphos from
all
Rocky
the nymphos
Flats.
from Mars. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's this guy's just pulling these
That'll be
people
fun.
in.
That'll be a fun show.
Oxmente, gotta
Sweet.
love it.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
I think he's a Hugo award-winning author. I don't know.
Sweet. Hugo. Well, yeah.
Well,
catch you all.
I love all y'all out
we'll
there.
catch you all. Love,
big
tons
hugs.
of love. Big
Shout out
hugs,
to
good
Lauren.
vibes.
I always see Lauren out there. Shout out, big hug
shout
to
out
Lauren. dude.
Shout out to
Yep.
Talam. Shout out to who else we
Mike,
got?
Money Mike, dude. Mike, I love you, dude.
Oh, dude, Money Mike,
Yeah.
the legend.
Tim Steak, Lady
Legend
Boshi,
Mike,
Mr.
yeah.
Safety.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr.
Anubis
Sweet,
Rising,
thank you so much for
Reverend.
listening. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Who else was Plibbed?
Dude, everyone that participates, it's just
Zach
so
Hawkins.
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, The list goes on. Yeah. And remember, take your shoes off when you moonwalk. It's insane. It feels.
And don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your hands and moonwalk barefoot.
All right. Good night, guys. Goodbye.
Peace.
Skipping to my loo. Someone call up an ambulance. I think that my heart stopped from dancing with you. Girl, you is my gumdrop. Fetch pale water from the top of Chapel Hill. You could even meet my pa. You could even meet my ma. Girl, 'cause you got skill. And we're gonna make it. And don't you go mistake me for a fool. I went to school for like 12 years or maybe more. But still, baby, still, after all of these years, girl, you is my twin flames, and I'll always feel this way. Now ain't that the truth? Remember that one time I came home from work, and I pulled a little prank on you. I was wearing nothing but my birthday suit. Girl, you is my gumdrop. Fetch pale water from the top of Chapel Hill. I say you could even meet my pa. You could even meet my mom. Girl, 'cause you're so chill. And we're gonna make it. And don't you go mistake me for a fool. I went to school for like 12 years or maybe more. But still, baby, still, after all these years, girl, you is my gumdrop. Bet you pale water from the top of Chapel Hill. I said you could even meet my pa. You could even meet my mom. Girl, 'cause you're so chill.